Lahore is the famous city of Punjab, which is a province of Pakistan. On the outskirts of Lahore, at a distance of 47 kilometers, there lies a small town called Eminabad. It has been inhabited since ancient times. Chronologically, different eras gave different names to this town, like Chahar Mahal, Begumpura, Roopnagar, and then finally, in the Mughal era, this town was named Imnabad. There are two routes to reach here, one by road and other by train. With reference to the festival of Vaisakhi, this town has great significance. This is the ancient gate of this town called Bada Darwaza, which means big gate. It was constructed in the Mughal era. This town is famous for its archaic edifices. An edifice is called Haveli by the people of this town. This edifice is well known as Divan Haveli. It's more than 200 years old. It used to be 7 stories, of which 3 stories were pulled down due to earthquakes and crevices in walls to prevent life and property losses. Mr. Divan Mahinder Amarnath built it, who belonged to a Hindu family. He was then the foreign minister of Kashmir state. Its design speaks that it has been built with great fondness. Here is another edifice of the same era. The architecture of this Haveli resembles the old Greek buildings. Have a look at another old edifice. Even today, people live in these buildings. Its residents have made changes in its architecture to make it worth living. Therefore, we see a patch of ancient and modern times in its structure. Some of the very old edifices are just dilapidating. This is Anglo Sanskrit High School. It was also established by Mr. Divan Mahinder Amarnath in 1908. Till today, this is a running institute as a boys' high school. Since ages, footprints and inclinations of different religions have been found in this town. Some of the temples of Aryans and Hindus still exist. This mosque was built for the Muslims by the first Mughal emperor Zahiruddin Babur. This town has a rural lifestyle. Most of the people are professionally farmers. Its land is very fertile. Fruits, vegetables, sugarcanes, grains and other crops are grown here. and festival of Vaisakhi is specially related to harvesting. Preparations of the festival have started. Since centuries, Vaisakhi has been celebrated in this town in the same place. When the wheat crop is ripe, the festival of Vaisakhi is celebrated, and then the harvesting begins. Now there are 3 days to go for Vaisakhi to begin. Numerous stalls are setting up, in which children, youngsters and adults will be able to find things of their interest. Even a huge market of livestock also sets up here. Vaisakhi is a festival of the farmers and villagers of Punjab, which was the largest province of the subcontinent. But later in the 16th century, the founder of Sikhism, Baba Guru Nanak, who was born in 1469, came here and worshipped near this particular place where currently the festival preparations are going on. One day, when he completed his worship, he saw a convivial gathering. Baba Guru Nanak joined the festivity and started rejoicing. On asking, he came to know that those people were celebrating the festival of Vaisakhi. Since that day, Vaisakhi is commemorated as a religious festival among Sikhs. This incident shows that Vaisakhi has been originally the festival of the landlords, farmers and villagers of Punjab, and later, after the participation of Baba Guru Nanak in the festival, Sikhs started celebrating it as a religious festival. This place is known by the name of Darbar Rori Sahab, and there you see its main gate, which was constructed by the Sikhs in approximately 1936. Recently, Government of Pakistan has built a boundary wall for security. Sikhs from all over the world and especially India visit this holy place. These words of wisdom have been written in Gurmukhi, which is the sacred language of Sikhs. This is that particular place where Baba Guru Nanak meditated and acquired spiritual bliss. It got its name of Darbar Rori Sahab because in those days a heap of gravel laid over here. The people of this town call a heap of gravel Rori, and Baba Guru Nanak sat beside it and worshipped. He used those gravel stones for counting like rosary. From that point onwards, it came to be known as Darbar Rori Sahab. This is a pool where Sikhs take a spiritual bath. This bath is called Ashnan, like Hindu religion. The pool gets filled with water in a few days, and here Sikh men take a spiritual bath. This area is quite wide. This portion of the pool is for Sikh women to perform a shnan. It has been constructed in such a way that women are hidden during the holy bath. Let's have a look from inside. It has a zigzag path and high walls so that no one can look inside. When the water level rises in the pool, it pours in this area through these holes, which is sufficient for a shnan. Although this area is smaller than the area for men, but it's adequate. The landlords, farmers and villagers of Punjab and Sikhs are looking forward to Vaisakhi because the wheat crop is fully ripe. Like every year, this festival will commence on 13th April. Tomorrow is 13th April, first day of Vaisakhi. Food stalls are the most important, which include tasty sweets, snacks, minced meat and a lot more regional delicious eatables. Here is a gem stall. Gems have an association with luck. Like other regions, people of this town also believe in this concept. Since ancient times, dance theatres have been setting up in this festival. Regional people call them mandavas, which means house of entertainment or cinema. Performers are performing their dances. Here comes the musical theatre. Now we are near a flute stall. One of the most preferred musical instruments of this region is flute. Villagers sometimes play it in their farms. Here this arrangement is called Maut Ka Kuan, which means death well. Villagers from throughout Punjab bring in their animals in this large-scale market of livestock. Prices of these animals range from reasonably low to highly expensive, so that buyers of all income groups can purchase animal according to their need and requirement. Horses are transacted the most. Various animals are contested for good health and activeness. This encourages the owners to bring in the best animal every time, which improves the standard of this livestock market. In this part of the festival, where the livestock market sets up, public is a bit entertained as well. Like traditional horse riding, and as these spectators have gathered around a dancing horse, they are enjoying the rhythm sense of the animal. After day-long festivity, the festival continues at night. Crowd increases by now. Food stalls are full of bustle and activity. Since villagers are fond of eating fresh meals, scrumptious food is being cooked on the spot. Regional people call it puri. It is a thin cake of meal fried in oil. This is a kind of sweet which is being prepared and is called jalebi. People like it very much. not only in Punjab but in throughout Pakistan. A magic show is going on here. Crowd is increasing with time. People are standing around a musical theatre, and young men are taking part in a weightlifting competition. Dance theatres or the mandwas are bustling at night. This time, transgenders are performing to increase the sale of the tickets for their show. People of this region call this arrangement Maut Ka Kuan, which means death well, because the motorbiker is doing some risky stunts. Sometimes these performers also get seriously injured. Villagers are also fond of tattooing, but in their own way. Even today, earthen pots are domestically used by villagers, but these pots have been made for decorative purposes. Therefore, traditional and cultural designs and patterns have been painted and drawn on these pots. Many stalls include ornaments for women, like bangles, anklets, rings, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, clips, and whatnot. Here is a variety of toy stalls for children. A small zoo has also been set up for them. Different types of swings have been arranged, like this Ferris wheel and whirlers. Some elders also take a ride, perhaps to recall their sweet and innocent memories. This festival continues round the clock. It ends on 18th April. Many people believe that there comes a heavy dust storm on the last day of this festival. The festival of Vaisakhi has ended. Now, these farmers are harvesting the crops and tying them in bundles to put them in a threshing machine to separate the grains from husk. Pakistan is an agricultural country. Therefore, festival of Vaisakhi has great importance because this festival is related to harvesting. Landlords and farmers will sell these grains in the market and also export them because these are their means of subsistence. Once again, landlords, farmers and villagers of Punjab and Sikhs are looking forward to the festival of Vaisakhi, which will again commence on 13th April next year.